red tie community. It's the ball guy in the red tie, John Butler with Realty One Group Southwest, with a very special guest on the Red Tie Community Podcast and the live streaming here on Facebook and all across the world, Mr. Dany from Stop Quick Market in Temecula. How are you doing, buddy?
Good. How are you, brother?
I'm doing well, man.
You hear me?
I can hear you good.
Cool.
So people are like, Dany, who's this Dany guy, right?
Right.
Okay, well, let me tell you the story of Dany, of how I met him. So instead of, going and getting wine at, say, CVS or a Target or these big corporate stores, I like to support local small businesses. And so I started going to Stop Quick Market right off of Rancho California Road, and what is that?
Lindy Lane.
Lindy Lane, okay? So to help people kind of visualize this place, it's over by the Rancho Car Wash, and it's right behind that little lube place.
Yeah, there's lube, the car wash, pizza place, Mexican food,
Right. So it's a nice little center there. And I started going there and stopping in. This friendly guy named Dany just had this bubbly personality. He's all excited. He knows all of his clients' names, it seems like. And there's just a nonstop stream of people going through that place. And it's like you speak Spanish, right? And Dany's from Iraq, okay? So we're going to jump into his story and kind of tell that immigrant story of coming to America. I don't know if he came here with nothing or what that story was like, but literally, and he's only in his early 30s, right?
26, 25.
You're 25 years old?
Year, yep.
Oh, wow.
I look older, huh?
Yeah, it's that Arabic hairiness
The
to
hairiness,
you,
yep.
Yeah.
The hairiness,
So
running a business, makes you older sometimes,
Well, the stresses of being a business owner, man.
Yeah.
So, Dany, what I want to talk about is take us back to the early 2000s. You're in Iraq. What was that like?
It was back in 2000, yeah. I stopped going to school.
Yeah.
Because it was getting worse and worse. And
now, is this during the Iraq war kind of stuff?
War, 2002, 2003.
Okay.
And my brothers were here from 99, 98.
Okay.
So they would call my dad and say, hey, you need to leave the country. You need to leave. We can't have you there, He didn't want to leave. And then, he got forced to leave. So we left. We left his business, the house, the cars we had,
Just left everything behind?
We left everything, and we took off, We didn't know we were going to make it here,
Wow.
It's pretty hard being here, and
not knowing anybody.
I love being here, I feel safe.
Yeah.
Freedom and everything. We didn't have that back home.
Wow.
I would have, if I was there right now, I would have probably got kidnapped, Because
Really?
they wanted to kidnap me back then.
Why?
Because we owned, alcohol business and,
And Arabic law, are they against alcohol?
They're not against alcohol, but, when they see somebody that has money and they want to take something out of him to get money,
Oh, like a shakedown, like a mafia kind of thing?
Yeah.
Wow.
So we left, my brothers were like, hey, you guys need to leave. We left, traveled 5-6 countries, to get here.
Wow.
It's pretty hard,
Wow. How old were you when this was going on?
12 years old, 11, 12.
Wow.
Yeah. We left, I was 13, actually. And when we got here, it was 2006.
Wow.
Got here around June, 2006. I was 15.
And so,
15 years old.
you came from, was it Baghdad or where?
Baghdad. I was born in Baghdad, yeah.
Born in Baghdad, okay. So, for those who remember, the early 2000s, America, George Bush, Iraq, Saddam Hussein, I mean, that was that era.
Mm-hmm.
And I've only known little parts of your story, but that's why I want to get you in here and talk about it, because I am well aware that I have lived a very sheltered Southern California life. My tough times were nothing compared to what you probably went through. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh yeah, tough times.
And so to get to know you and just that spirit that you have, and then when you start hearing the backstory, you're like, damn.
Oh yeah.
I mean,
when I got here in 2006, I started like seeing places and seeing people. It was different.
Yeah.
We had days where we didn't have electricity, we didn't have water. None of that because everything was being bombed.
Wow. Were you afraid? Like, were you a constant fear? Like, there's gonna be a bomb in your house? Like,
after
is it like that?
After a while, you get used to it.
Yeah.
Like you're sleeping and the power turns off. You wake up with there's no power. We stopped going to school. Because I was on my way back home one time.
Yeah.
I used to like ride with friends and one of their dads used to take us, and there was a bomb that exploded about a couple blocks away, you know.
Wow.
Yeah. So thank God we stayed in school a little extra, you know, like a couple of minutes extra.
Or
know?
else you would have been on it,
I
huh?
would have been gone, you know.
Man,
so, you know,
I've never had to live through a war zone situation.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I grew up in
times.
Bakersfield, California, and then I came here to Temecula, and that's kind of like
Perfect.
you know, it's all good. So when you left Iraq, where did you go from there?
We left Iraq. We went to Jordan.
Jordan, okay.
Yeah. Then Jordan to Syria, and then Lebanon and Mexico. You know.
So you hit up all the areas.
Yeah, it was more like we stayed in these countries for a little bit, just to travel a little bit. You know, see what's going on there, and then our goal was to be here. You know.
Now, did you guys come directly to Southern California?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That's where my brothers were. That's where my family is, you know, uncles, cousins, and all that. San Diego.
Was it here in the Temecula area?
They're in San Diego.
Okay.
But my brothers were here in Temecula, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very
they were at the store I'm running right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's talk about the store situation. So, and again, this is the store off of Rancho California Road and Lindy Lane.
Lindy Lane.
And so if you're driving too fast, you probably pass it.
Yeah.
But once you discover it, it's one of those cool stores.
It's the place to be in. That's why it's called Stop Quick, you know, because you're supposed to stop quick.
You're supposed to stop quick,
You
slam
know?
on the brakes.
Yeah. You know, there's people that sometimes they're like, they're supposed to go somewhere around there.
Yeah.
And then their family call them and like, hey, just meet us at the mini mart. We'll come pick you guys up from there, you know?
Yep.
That's how
Actually,
easy to
let's see if we get Tyler Tech. Can you go and queue up the outside photos of the house or the store there? So that way our viewers can actually see
pictures, yep.
the store, because they're probably go,
Fresh
I know where
pictures.
that place is.
Yeah. I'm sure they do.
So he's pulling it up right now. So your brothers own that store first, and then you kind of took it over, and you're running that operation?
Yeah, I'm running that one. My other brother runs the one on 79
Okay.
on Butterfield.
Okay.
My other brother runs the one in Marietta. So it's all in the family. My brother-in-laws run the other ones that we have. So
Nice.
yeah.
So Tyler's pulling that up. So
Man,
for the
love that
viewers,
car.
there's the mini market, and I hopefully this isn't. But it's kind of like the Quickie Mart on The Simpsons.
Yeah, the Quickie Mart.
You know, it's like you go in there, you get your slushies, you
The
get
corner,
some beer and
the
wine.
corner mart.
Yeah, the corner mart.
You know, when I got to that store in 06,
Yeah.
it was nothing like this, you know. Like the tile wasn't like that, the lights weren't like that.
What's it like to launch a business like that? I mean,
It's a lot of work. If you don't have people like, you know, brothers or cousins, somebody in the family,
right.
it's hard to have one person to have a place like this, you know.
Well, I remember talking to you one time, and you're like, yeah, this is my 15th day straight or whatever it was.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah. I've had problems with workers, you know.
yeah.
They're, you know, you train them and then they just start not caring, I guess, you know.
Yeah.
They get too comfortable because, you know, I guess I spoil them, you know.
Sure.
But, you know, just being a nice guy, you know.
So what are your hours? Is it like, it's not a 24-hour operation?
No, it's from 7:30 to 11 and weekends 12.
And so you're there basically
I'm there, you know, I open 7:30 and I'm there till 5, 6, 7.
Wow.
Even when I leave, they still call me. I go back, you know.
Yeah.
Just, I have to, you know.
Man. And that's what I really wanted to capture is that heart of an immigrant, you know, and immigration is such a big topic in politics today and stuff like that. And everybody has a view that, or not everybody, but there's different views. Like, oh, there's immigrants and they're bad. And then there's immigrants that come to this country and actually provide services and business and create that lifestyle and live out that American dream.
Trying to build it, you know.
Yeah.
That's what it is, you know. I came here. I went to school, you know. I got here in June. I went to school in August, you know.
Wow.
Same school for 4 years, which is Chaparral High School.
Oh, so you went to Chaparral?
I did.
So you're a Puma.
Yeah, I am. Puma, yep.
A Puma.
I love being there, you know.
Yeah.
I kind of like, I drive by every day, you know. And I see it. And that's where I learned, you know, the language. I learned my English there.
Yep.
You know, I learned, you know, how to run a business, I guess, you know, because I started running the business there, you know, the little student store they had.
Yeah.
I started running that store.
Really?
Because I told the teacher, my family owns a store, so I can run that store just like my store, you know? So I got a lot of credits from there, you know?
That's awesome.
It helped me a lot, you know?
That
So I would leave school and then go to work.
Yep.
Because my brothers told me, you know, you leave school, you come and work, you know, you come and help us, you know?
Yeah.
And you follow us and you'll be a successful man, you know?
So tell me about your family structure. Is your dad that guy with like golf hat and sweater, and he's just
the one that sits outside,
never smiles, just like, how you doing?
Yeah. You know, he's serious in the first, 2-3 times.
Right.
But once he gets to know somebody, then he starts talking to them, you know?
That's cool.
Yeah, that's my dad. I have 2 brothers and 3 sisters, you know?
Okay.
Yeah. So the boys were never really into school.
Yeah.
We were always into work, you know?
Yeah.
So, we were always into work. And the girls are into their makeup. My sister owns a threading shop, where they do their wax and threadings and all that in Marietta.
So the whole family is just a family of entrepreneurs.
Yeah. We try to, make money,
Of course.
Yeah.
Well, and that's what I love about the immigrant heart and soul. The people that come here and they start from nothing and they work 18 hours a day, whatever it takes.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm getting from your story is that you do whatever it takes to get the job done.
Yeah.
And that really is that priority, and to see what you've built over the past, 10 years now? 12
11
years?
Yep.
11 years?
Yeah, 12 years.
Something to be proud of, man.
Soon would be 12 years, yeah.
That's
I like
so
it.
Cool.
I enjoy, I'm safe. Like I said, I wake up every morning and I know I'm safe. I'm getting to work. I'm going to do what I have to do and then, be done.
It's like when you come from that environment of not knowing if you're going to get your house blown up to coming to America, like in that safety. I mean, that's just got to be a trip, huh?
Yeah, it is.
Wow.
It is.
And I know it's something I've taken for granted,
Yeah, a lot of people didn't, don't know what it feels like, but it's crazy, And I'm glad, I'm glad we're here, like I'm glad I'm right here sitting talking to you.
I know it's a trip, huh?
I just never knew I would be, somewhere like this, talking, my life story, and I'm happy,
That is cool.
I'm more than happy to talk to you and tell the world, that's what I've been through.
Wow.
Yeah.
So take us through that story. Like, I know you went through those different countries, you're, and the age, you're 12, 13 years old. I mean, that is such a delicate time of transitioning from, being a child to basically becoming a young adult.
Yeah.
And here you are being uprooted, so you don't have any roots. You don't know what the future holds.
Yeah.
And then here you land in the land of opportunity, Yep. And then now you're here. Man, that's incredible. Truly good stuff, dude. And I see that you're rocking the red tie and the Bulgarian tie hat.
Just for you, brother.
I'm
rocking it.
Looks good, man.
I like it. Some people think it's a tie, but they're like, oh, they're attached. It's a shirt, I'm like, yeah.
They think it's a real tie?
Yeah. They think it's a real tie, and then I turn around, I'm like, this is for my buddy,
That's awesome.
Bold guy red tie,
That's cool.
I might go bold too, and never know. And I'll be the junior, right?
Yeah.
I'll be the bold guy red tie.
Then you'll really be rocking it, dude.
Yeah. No, I like it, man. I like the hat. I was looking for the hat,
That's cool.
I found it today, and I was like, this is what I need,
Looks good, man.
Thank you, bro.
Thanks for representing
Thank
that.
you.
How many people go through your store on any given day?
Oh, man. A lot of people.
Dozens? Hundreds?
A mini mart, it's always busier than a liquor store,
Yeah.
It's a mini mart. It's not a liquor store.
Yeah.
Because, we have everything. We have things for kids, for adults, we got the lotto. I sold a $200,000 lotto ticket like a year and a half ago.
Wow.
Yeah. It was one number away from the big bucks,
Yeah.
It was 35 million.
How does that work? I've always wondered. So, like, does just the client get all that, or do you get a kickback? Like, the store get a kickback on
half
a big
of it
thing?
goes for taxes,
Okay.
I don't know why.
Sure.
Whoever's winning that money should get all the money.
Yeah.
And the store gets half of 1%.
Half of 1%.
Yeah. So the 35, let's say it was 35 million, half of it would have been 17, and then they give us half of that 1% out of the 17 million,
Wow.
Yeah. So who knows how much it is. We ended up getting some money because it was 200,000 that the person won.
Yeah.
I've sold a couple scratchers of $20,000 each that they won.
Yeah.
One of them was outside. The guy was scratching it. Had a long day at work. He's like, hey, man, give me a couple scratchers. Took one outside, scratched it, a couple boxes, and,
Yeah.
won 20,000, man.
Wow.
I heard him yelling. I went outside. I'm like, what's going on here, He's like, bro, you just sold me $20,000 scratcher,
That's cool, dude.
It's good for people that need them. I'm happy for them that they win,
Yeah.
A lot of people that win, it's usually back east,
Yeah.
It's never in California, like they had one last week for $3 million in Ontario.
Wow.
So,
So it's popping.
That's good.
Okay.
You know, they're getting closer and closer. Maybe the next one will be in my store again. You know.
So go to Stop Quick Market in Temecula and buy the lottery tickets
buy beer,
for Mr.
buy
Dany.
cigarettes, buy everything. You know.
Yeah. What else do you got there? What's all in the store?
We have MoneyGram.
Okay.
That we send in and receive for people.
Mm-hmm.
We have money orders to help them pay their rent. You know.
Okay.
We have the money transfer, another company that we have, and we got good beers, cold beers.
Yeah. Tell us about your beer selection.
We had 13 doors of beer, like till 2 years ago, and then we built our soda, on the other side, big box, walk-in fridge and all that.
Wow.
And we brought more beers. We brought more IPAs. That's what people like these days,
Because I think you have Stone in there.
I do.
Stone Brewery.
We have Stone. We have Ballast Point. We have Pizza Port. Stone is a good brewery,
Yep.
They take care of us. They take care of all other stores,
Very good.
Yeah. We built our soda on the other side, so we brought more beers, Now we have 20 doors of beers.
Wow.
It helped a lot, We got new compressors, made the beer colder.
It
makes people happy,
That's awesome.
I try to keep them happy. If I don't have what they want in the store, I'll order it for them,
That's cool.
No problem. Yeah. We got good wine selection,
Yeah.
Got a lot of snacks,
And
groceries, That's
great
what
prices too, and
yeah, we try to keep our prices, not a lot, try to keep it close to the grocery store so people don't have to go to the grocery store unless they want to buy, other stuff that we don't have,
Well, and that's the thing, and that's what I really would like to get across to the Red Tie community here is that if you're going to buy beer and wine and things like that, you can go to Albertsons, you can go to Target, you can go to CVS or those places along Rancho California Road, and that's all fine and fair, but and I'm not against corporations, but still, if you can help a young family, a family-owned business, I'm all about putting money into that place.
Exactly. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's the way I see it,
And it's like when I go to Albertsons, I've been going there for almost 15 years or however long I've been here in Temecula. And I've seen these cashiers over and over and over again, and they, there's just that no recognition, you know what I mean? Because they're just doing the mill thing, they're running people through. And it's like, I remember the second time I went to your store, and you're like, Ballgate Red Tie or whatever. Right. It's like, and then we just started this friendship, and you really have that heart for your people that come through there, And it's like, you're Arabic, right? So you could speak fluent Arabic, and then all of a sudden you start popping off in Spanish.
Exactly.
Fluently. I'm like,
just real quick, like I'm on this register talking to you, and then I jump on the other one. This guy needs some Spanish. I got to change the language,
So how many languages do you speak?
I speak 1, 2 English, Spanish. We speak 2 languages,
Okay.
We have our Arabic, which is the main language for the country.
Sure.
And then we're called Chaldeans. We're not really Arabs.
Okay.
We're called Chaldeans. We're the old Babylonians from the 19,
biblical
19s
days.
And 80s,
Yeah.
A lot of people know us in San Diego as Chaldeans, and our language is way different than Arabic.
Okay.
It's different reading it, writing it, speaking it, everything,
Wow.
This is what I speak at home, with my family.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is neat.
It's much different. I like my own language.
So how did you pick up on Spanish?
From the store.
Yeah?
From, friends, talking to them, and, just I've always been that person where I wanted to learn new things every day,
That's
I learned
cool.
the language. I learned how to run business, I used to sell iPods back in the day, and I sold phones and iPads, and now it's cars,
It's funny. You say back in the day, but again, you're what, 26?
26, yeah.
You're 26 years old. So back in the day was what, when you were like 20? I mean, geez.
Yeah, 20, 6 years ago.
Wow.
I was into electronics.
Born hustler.
Yeah, electronics, and then now that they have the payment plans, I kind of sold that business,
Yeah, I bet.
I'm on the cars business. I love car business,
Flipping cars, like buying and selling and stuff like that. Okay.
I would love to work on cars, if I didn't have to run the store.
Sure.
I was going to go to UTI,
Oh.
mechanic school, I wanna build a car one day,
Yeah.
just from scratch. Sometimes I look at the the classic cars.
Yeah.
I want to get one,
That's
just
cool.
one that's all like just beat up, and then work on it myself, throw it in the garage, and I got a nice car right now, I bought from one of my buddies, my customer. He's my best friend, because he sold me a car that I really love, like I sold my favorite car that I had, for that car.
Yeah.
I just love it, it feels different when I drove it,
Yeah.
I liked it. And, he basically let me have it, you know.
Wow.
He took care of it, and then it came from good hands, and it went to, you know, good hands too. You know, I'm gonna take care of it.
So what's your dream car? What's the one that you got your eye on that would be like, man, I made it?
To be honest, brother, I don't have a dream car.
You just like all.
I don't. I can go buy any car right now if I want to.
Yeah.
But this car, you know, I'm really happy with. You know.
Yeah.
I like it. It's not a brand new car, but it's got enough power for me. You know.
That's cool.
Yeah. You know, if I ever get a car, it would be probably a GTR. You know.
Okay.
Soon. Yeah.
I believe it, man.
Either a GTR or a Hellcat. You know.
Well, you strike me as one of those guys that once you have that dream and vision, you're going to do it. You're going to get it.
Yeah, you know, like sometimes I think about buying a car, like, you know, but I'm like, you know what? I could probably invest that money into something else, like a business, where I can be making more money. Because a car I can just have in the garage, and people will be like, hey, I like your car, you know. It doesn't do me really any good, you know.
Yeah.
I'd rather be investing that money, you know.
That's smart.
Yeah.
So what are some kind of your financial principles? Because that's what I love about immigrants, too, is that they have a different view of money. And kind of what you're saying, it's like, you know, I know a lot of the American lifestyle is dropping big bucks on frivolous things, but it's like the immigrant mindset is, I'm going to take this money and invest it to make more money.
Invest in more, yeah. Yeah, like sometimes I'm driving and I'm like, you know what? Maybe, like, I see empty properties, you know, and I'm like, man, I could probably, you know, have a business here one day. You never know.
Wow.
Yeah. But I drive by a car dealership. I'm like, I don't really care if I drive that car right now or not, you know?
Yeah.
I know a lot of people are into, oh, you know, I bought the car brand new, you know? I'm going to be the first one to drive it. I don't really care for that. I could be the second one to drive it, you know?
Yeah.
It's not going to change the power.
Yeah.
That's what it's really all about, power, you know?
Yeah.
I like the power. I don't really care about
drive
the year.
fast.
I love driving fast.
I had a lot of tickets.
I've had a lot of tickets. Lately, thank God, nothing. You
Yeah.
know? I've been trying to keep my foot off
Ease
the
it
gas,
up.
you know?
Mm-hmm.
Put it more on the brake, you know?
That's good.
But like I said, you know, I work hard, and I think I deserve any car, you know, I want.
Cool.
I could buy it any day. My brother's got my back, no problem, you know?
That's cool.
Yeah, that's what I thank God, you know, for having cool brothers, you know, that we're teamwork.
How many brothers?
Two brothers.
Okay, two brothers. So
They're-
you're the youngest?
I'm the youngest.
Okay.
I'm the youngest out of all of them, the sisters and the brothers.
Wait, so how many total?
The 5 and me, so we're 6 of us.
6
3
kids.
sisters
Wow.
and 3 boys, 3 girls.
That's why your dad always looks so serious.
Yeah. You know,
I have 3 kids, and that's
good.
They wear out my brain.
3 is perfect. You know.
Yeah.
But you know, back in the day, they wanted more kids. You know.
Oh wow.
One of my mom's uncle has 11 or 12. Too many kids.
Well,
too many
from your
grandkids.
homeland culture, big families are. I mean, that's like it's a blessing, or it's, you know, there's value in that.
Yeah,
right?
they want to have, you know, it's like they're racing, you know,
Yeah.
having kids, you know. He's got 3. This one wants 4 because that one has 3. This one wants
Everybody's
5
trying
because
to
he
do
has
each
4.
other.
You know.
So when you go to a family reunion, you got just like 50,
man.
60 people deep.
Yeah.
If more. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of kids. A lot of kids.
That's cool, man.
Yeah, you know, I haven't. Some of them I don't even know because there's so many of them.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know their kids.
Yeah. Wow. So did you want to say hi to anybody on your show here? I know you want to do a shout out or something to.
I'll do a shout out to the Supercharger.
Okay.
My boy Todd. Tony, he's always there for me. Garrett, my beer guy.
Nice.
I met Garrett. You know, he came in. He did displays of beer.
Yeah.
And he's always there for me. You know.
That's cool.
He's got my back. And Bobby, you know, cool guy.
Very cool.
I met him. I sold him a car, so you know we became friends. You know.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing with Tony.
Mm-hmm.
Tony's a cool guy. You know. We get along pretty good. You know, he's always there in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
So he's there for me all the time.
And, you know, and again, this it goes back to the premise of the show is that life is about the community of relationships that you have. And you can have all the money in the world, but if people hate you or they don't know you or, you know, you're just this island unto yourself, that can make life not so fun. And so having a community and relationships and backstories, because I like to say that life is the sum of the stories that you've lived through, you know. And so to hear your story today just was a big blessing. So thank you so much for coming in today.
Thank you.
And that about wraps it up with John Butler, the ball guy in the red tie, with the Red Tie Community Podcast live stream show here at Tyler Tech Studios in Murrieta, California, located in the Signature Realty Building off of Los Alamos. And And Mr. Dany, stop quick. Market
Always.
in Temecula.
Always.
Make sure you go get some beer and
Come see
wine
me.
and a lottery ticket.
Yeah, lottery ticket. Buy the beer, buy the lottery ticket, and some of them, one of these people will win,
Someone's got to
I get my cut, they get their money.
And
they'll
will you
come
give them
back
like,
more and more.
free beer for life kind of thing? Or they just already have enough money so, they don't.
If they hit the lotto, they should buy me beer every time they go in.
That's
right?
true. Good way to turn that around. See, that's that business thing. I like that.
Yeah.
All right, everybody, that's it. John Butler, the ball guy in the red tie. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.